impactful to my career.
Yeah, like the Jonas Brothers. Like, hey, how's it going? I know that sometimes you're macking on a girl, and no, that never happens to us. We're very young and everything's great. But we heard that sometimes it doesn't. And just like talk about it like they're never going to experience this. That's a bummer. That makes it sad.
Sometimes you're just fucking all your bandmates in the green room. I don't know, Viagra's cool, whatever. Money is... I like money.
One time we saw our grandpa...
I like money.
I didn't read the script.
I have to do this because I ran over an old person.
There's a helicopter waiting for me. I'm done. I'm done with the recording session.
My dick works. What do I need to say here?
I am always erect. I'm never not erect.
Part of my lines here say that if you have an erection longer than 4 hours, that you should call a doctor. But I've had an erection for the last 18 years. I thought that was fine.
It's what got me this job. So,
what's hilarious is that, like, men love erections. I mean, I get it. I get why you would like erections. But, like, nobody else thinks about it. Like, I don't know that I've ever in my daily been like, erections. Like, sure. When they come up,
I don't know that I love them.
It's
erections.
like I deal with them in the moment or whatever. Yeah. But it's like so funny how, like, I don't know, when guys talk about their dicks, they talk about them like that's literally what everyone's thinking about at all times. That like there's nothing else in the world that like has ever entered your mind except for these thoughts about dicks.
Sometimes it is.
And I'm like no.
Tight group, like a bunch of redneck dudes sitting around, like that joke is in everybody's mind just because they're all lying to themselves on some level or another. But like,
what joke?
Like the dick jokes, because like a lot of my redneck friends are back home. Just there's a lot of like ass slapping, dick jokes, like gay chicken kind of stuff. And it's like this is you guys working your own shit out right now. Yeah. Like you're all laughing, but you're all crying on the inside a little bit.
There was some, I don't know, column on some stupid website. It doesn't matter which, but it was like, here are all the things you've always wanted to know about guys but never asked. And it was like all about dick stuff. And like it got savaged on the internet because like all the women were like, I don't care about this. I already knew that. This is dumb. No one cares. Point by point by point by point. And it was like, yeah, we get pregnant and we have periods. So all of that stuff is stupid. All of it is stupid.
But you want to know about our dicks, right? Like our dicks are very complicated machines. No, they're not. They're
mechanically they are complicated.
I mean, it's pretty.
That doesn't mean they're fascinating.
And it doesn't mean that there's. I don't know. I wouldn't say. It's a bittersweet relationship. It's pretty love-hate sometimes, Like, you're burdened by it just as much as you're, like, excited about it. I think. You're bummed. Like, I don't know. I feel
every guy that I've ever known has some sort of laundry list of ways in which he could make it better. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they're like, well, if I could get an extra 6 inches and, like 2 inches of girth. And you're like, what the fuck? Who do you think you're talking to?
That is a lot.
Like, what's happening right now? Like,
I could have sex with that elephant over there. Like, what is
yeah.
what is this guy's end game? I can murder people with my penis.
There's always a series of things that guys are looking for. I feel like every guy that I've ever been with has told me his laundry list of wants and needs for his dick.
I've always thought about like if something happened and my dick were lopped off like in an accident or something, like, I just didn't have that anymore.
Dark. It's dark.
I have no idea. It's 50-50 shot on whether like I would either kill myself or become the best version of me I ever could have been. Like all of a sudden like that wasn't holding me back, like just that
maybe.
Just the dumb things that my dick would lead me to do won't be there anymore, and that drive isn't there. So all of a sudden, I can like focus on like what I've all the stuff that I really wanted to do because like dick overrides.
I think about that sometimes because we've talked about this before, but I'll bring it up again. I didn't have sex until I was 25, and I was busy doing theater and working jobs before that. Like, I was an adult person doing things, and after I had sex for the first time, that's all there was for me for 2 or 3 years. Like, it was just like, what? I can do it? And then, like, that's all that mattered for a long time. And, like, I understood sort of the high school insanity because it's like, oh, right after you do it, you're just like, oh my God, let me do it 1,000 more times.
Yeah.
And then you do, and I just waited later to do it. But I always wondered if the action of it or the doing it made me then, and because like after that I can't like I used to just be able to have friends, you know what I mean, like just talk to people about whatever, and now like as soon as the floodgates of sex were opened in my brain, like now it's just that's all I think about, like even now.
Like
though I think now is a little different because it occurred to me the other day that technically age-wise I'm in my sexual prime, and I was like, oh, no wonder I'm like a 17-year-old boy. Like,
yeah,
because
like,
I remember when I was a kid, they used to be like, oh, sweetheart, don't worry. These boys are just in their sexual prime now. You won't get that until your late 30s. Well, it just occurred to me that I'm in my late 30s. And apparently that means
Now's your
that
time.
I'm in my sexual prime. But that just means that I'm like a 17-year-old boy. So, like, I'm always like, I'm just thinking about it all the time. And it's ridiculous. And I always wonder, like, if not that, like, I didn't ever want to have sex. Sure, of course we all want to have sex. But, like, in the interest of those people, like, for instance, you know, people who go into the religious life or go and actually just abstain for however long, like, can they get more done?
I mean,
are they, like, better?
Now, we got a good pope right now. This is
Sure.
a solid pope.
Sure, definitely. He's a good pope. He's done a lot of good things. He's real nice people. Doesn't seem to be
have
needing.
Sex ever.
Yeah, doesn't seem to be needing
Never.
anything wild, right?
Yeah.
But that's what I think about. Like, I think, could you accomplish more?
well, see, that's the thing is, like, I don't know if, like, choosing not to have sex is enough, because I feel like,
Yeah.
that's why in my hypothetical it was, like an incident that removed this from me, because, like, I think I would need the chemicals out of my body that, like, are a part of the sex drive as well.
So in
you
this
know?
case,
like,
you'd have to have your testicles removed as well, because that's where the chemicals are, right?
well,
'Cause the dick
definitely.
doesn't
I
have
don't want to
anything.
keep the testicles. Even if the testicles weren't removed in the accident, I'd be like, take them off. That's the weirdest looking
Really,
thing. Just
it's
balls
better the
hanging.
other way, though.
Just balls hanging.
Like, you can do just fine with no testicles because they'll just give you hormones. So
okay,
you
but
have
I'd be
a
like, tuck
choice
them up
then.
into me, I guess, or something.
You have a
Just
choice
having the
then.
balls hanging? That would,
No,
that
what
would
I'm
be...
saying is flip it.
Oh, keep just the dick?
Keep the dick. Doesn't
Just for
matter.
peeing.
Like, yeah.
Just for peeing's
Because
sake.
if you want hormones, you can get hormones. You can get injections.
Okay.
You can't get a new dick. Well, not.
Well, you can get a new
but
dick.
Not a very
Well,
good
see, that's
one.
the thing is, like, I feel like if I had the dick, then I'd think about the times where the dick did something. You know, like if I
think
kept
all
my
of these
dick, I think I
options
just
are
want to
bad.
just
You
get
mean-
rid of all of it.
You mean like you'd keep it in a jar?
No, I just mean like keep it on me, like keep it on
Oh,
my
if
body.
it became
You know, like,
non-functional in an accident in some way?
I think you were asking like just removing the testicles and leaving the penis
If
on
what
the
you
body.
were wanting is to not be constantly tortured by thoughts of sex and like being distracted all the time, you could be chemically castrated, which is reversible.
You know, as a kid, I always thought that meant they poured acid on it.
No.
I know.
I still think that. Maybe it's differently.
I literally thought they just held you down and like melted it off with like
No.
hydrochloric acid. I assume there's just like a cocktail that you take.
Yeah, they neutralize your hormones.
See, like that's the thing is I think like the sex drive is really the thing that needs to be taken away, not necessarily like I think anybody who's holding off on sex is either like asexual, which apparently is a thing, unless I'm still on the fence. I think everybody's messing with me. I think this is like a giant prank against me. But regardless, like
I think the longer you don't have sex, the easier it is not to think about it.
okay, yeah.
Because like it really like I did not think about it when I was,
Yeah.
doing my
I have
first
a couple
few
friends
years
who are
of
still
20s. Like it was just like that wasn't what I was focused on. I wasn't dating. I was like going theater job to theater job. I was just trying to do theater, and it was more important to me. Also, like, come on, I had crushes on 1,000 people. Nobody was interested in me, so I wasn't getting any, so I wasn't worried about it. I was like, I'm in love with that guy. He doesn't love me. Next. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, so
but-
you like take that like all the energy that's coming from like your biological imperative to like breed and just like put it into seminary or whatever, like just put it
Well,
into
I mean,
like whatever you want to focus on.
I just did a lot of work. You know what I mean? Like, I just focused on my career and was like, because I didn't want kids right away, so I was like, okay, well, let's just get this work done. And it just didn't even occur to me. I really feel like if somebody was like, hey, you want to have sex? I probably would have said yes.
I feel like
But, like, nobody was asking, so I wasn't, like, trying to push to make it happen.
you need to let the air out of that balloon a little sometimes. You need to like find some way. I don't think like I think ignoring your like that drive forever. I'm sure it could work for a while, but I feel like that's
Well,
going
it's
to
not
turn
always
something
ignoring.
inside of you. Like they don't like you develop a kink or something. You'd like something.
It depends.
Like you're. I feel like I just feel like the human body is set up to like want.
If you do it,
that.
and that's the other thing. I had a conversation. My husband actually was going to be a priest before we met, really, and he in high school he knew he was going to seminary and went out and had sex before he went to seminary, so it could be like, all right, well, at least I did
Well,
it
we're gonna
one
forget
time.
Okay.
that. Yeah.
Right?
Oh, I didn't know that.
And
I
then
thought
he
you had
went
to
to
be a
go
virgin.
do it. No.
You just
I
have
don't
to
care.
not ever again.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, like, you could be married with kids, and then your wife dies, and then you go become a priest.
You have
Totally
to kill
fine.
your children, though.
No,
Okay,
you
but-
don't.
Look, I'm a Catholic expert, okay?
I'm a Catholic expert, okay?
You'll pick them up in purgatory on your way.
You have to.
It'll be fine.
You have to
Bless them.
you just have to give them to
But
the
I really
church.
just think that, like, I don't know, it didn't occur to me. When it did occur to me, I was like, oh, I should take care of this, and I went and took care of it. But it was like, I don't know, I was too busy doing theater work. I was too interested in getting jobs and working and doing all sorts of stuff.
That might be more on the male side. I just think like because like it's different urges on each side. It's like males are like
guess.
driven to like go find something to penetrate, and women are more about like taking care of something, you know, like raising a life. So it's like it's more just us convincing you to let
I
us
think
do
that's
that.
hot garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so, too.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
It's very, I don't know, it's very simplistic. And, like, I don't know, like, I find it very difficult to meet people. Like, I have very good friendships, I have a strong social life, but I've been alone a lot more than I've been in relationships. Mm-hmm. And, like, I've brought that up in, you know, various situations, and I've had 2 people be like, well, maybe you got low T. And it's like, the fuck are you talking about? Like, it's not that I don't experience desire.
yeah.
It's just I'm not good at the stuff you need to be good at to get someone to go sleep with you. Like the
All you have to do is ask. really.
flirting, I don't know how to do it. When people flirt with me, I often don't know. I have to be told later. And it's like, why didn't you tell me then? Why are we having this conversation now? Anyway, there's like a bunch of things I'm not good at that would make it easier.
does
to
it
get
frustrate
laid.
you? Have you like?
Oh, it
like,
definitely
accepted
frustrates
Oh
me.
yeah.
Hookup apps help.
Sure.
But, I mean, that's just because it's a cheat. You don't have to be able to read the situation. You just type things.
You literally just read the
type
words and
things,
the
yeah.
pictures.
I went on a ton of internet dates when
Yeah.
I lived in New York City, and I went on like first dates with like hundreds of people.
That's
It was great.
Mhm.
But I didn't have a lot of second dates. A lot of first dates.
Dates are hard. Yeah. First dates are usually bleh.
Sure.
And then somehow you have to get to the second one. I don't know. It's, dating's kind of horrible.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, especially if you're as far as like internet dating in the '90s, late 2000 or early 2000s,
Early 2000s.
early 2000s, like that's different. Like Tinder, because you said hookup apps, and that's like I think that's different than like a dating app like Tinder.
Oh no,
and
I dated
and
off of
things like that.
Craigslist in New York City.
Awesome.
All Craigslist, all the time.
I was hoping it was one of those things where you like make a video, like
Nah.
they used to make fun of on Mad TV.
No, like on singles.
yeah.
No, no, I never did that.
Hey, my
Remember
name's
Singles?
Amy. I like the.
I never watched that.
Ah, great 90s movie. If you like
Okay.
90s music and you're a big fan of Cameron Crowe, watch that movie. There's like a dating thing where they make a video and then other people watch the video. I've never ever seen one of those dating videos, and I never made one ever. I just wrote nicely worded Craigslist ads. I would write one nicely worded one and one dirty worded one, and then get all the responses I was looking for.
I mean,
I had the
solid
nice dates
strategy.
and then the sexy dates.
Did somebody ever reply to both?
Sure.
Like the same
like
person?
whoa, like they show up, like hey.
No, I didn't like set up 2 days. I did used to do that though. I'd set up like 2 dates in a night. I'd be like, listen, I can meet you at 7, but I have something going on at 10. So like, can we just have like a quick drink? And then we do that, and I'd be like, okay, thanks. And then I like leave and go meet another person at like 10 p.m.
Did you ever cross
Rock it
wires and like hilarity ensue, like in a sitcom?
Yeah, sitcom stuff.
And where you gotta like you accidentally invited them both to the same ball or something, and you gotta change clothes.
You have to switch sides of the
Yeah.
bar.
The only time
Taking
that
classes on
happened was one
Doubtfire
time I had a
situation.
like Saturday